Good morning, everyone. Okay, welcome everyone to today's reading. We continue our book reading, Advanced Selling Strategy by Brian Tracy. And we're still in chapter 3, which says Personal Strategic Planning for Sales Professional. Today we'll be reading on the milestone method. So when dealing with larger multi-call sales, the milestone method of selling is very helpful. With the milestone method, you make a list of all the things that have to happen before the customer can make a final buying decision. You analyze the situation from the viewpoint of the customer. What problem does he have? What needs? What question does he have that needs to be resolved? What competitors need to be outflanked or outmaneuvered to win this account? What must happen from the pre-contact stage of the sale all the way through the delivery and installation for this customer to be completely satisfied? What must he know to be convinced of before he can buy? The answers to these questions may consist of as many as 30 different items. You may be able to accomplish only one item on one sales call. You may be able to cover several items in another sales call, but all the items must be covered, and usually in a particular order or sequence before the prospect will be ready to make the buying decision. With the milestone method, you can track your progress in every customer interaction. If your sales manager asks you, "How are you doing?" you can see that you are now at milestone number 17 and that you have an appointment coming up with your hope to cover milestone 18, 19, and 20. In other words, you know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly why you're doing it, you know what you're trying to accomplish and what you need to do before you move to the next step. You are in complete control of the process. Remember also the importance of experience curve theory. This says that the more you do of a particular job or activity, the better you get at it. The better you get at it, the fewer mistakes you make and the more of it you can do. With experience curve theory, when you become absolutely excellent in serving a particular customer in a particular situation, you learn an enormous number of things that you can use to service similar customers in similar situations. It may take 6 months for you to make a sale in a particular industry, but then it may only take 3 or 4 months, then 1 or 2 months to make subsequent sales in the same industry. You may have to invest large amounts of time and efforts to penetrate a new customer type, but these efforts can pay off in larger and easy sales later on. Then the last place we are going to read on chapter 3 is talking about summary, putting it all together. That is the summary of the whole of chapter 3. It says, you are now ready to create your own personal strategic plan. You have decided upon your values and defined them. You have developed a vision for who you are and where you want to go. You have written out clear personal and business mission statements to give you guidance and direction in your activities. In the months and years ahead. You've conducted a thorough situation analysis. You have looked at every aspect of your life as a person and as a sales professional. You have examined the past, present, and future of your sales career, where you're coming from, where you are now, and where you're going. You have thought through how you can best deploy yourself to achieve your highest return on energy and maximize sales results. You have thought through every aspect of your personal life as well. You have applied zero-based thinking to your life and made some clear decisions about people and situations that you are going to change so that you can begin making progress in other areas. You have conducted a thorough self-analysis. You have honestly evaluated your strengths and weaknesses. You have defined the critical success factor of your work, and you have identified your weakest important area. You have looked at every aspect of your person, your health, your appearance, and your behavior to find ways to improve in everything you do. You have conducted a thorough company analysis. You have taken the time, asked the questions, and read the material so that you have an in-depth understanding of your company. You know how it was formed, what it sells, where it sells the most, and a lot about its past, present, and future. You have asked questions both internally and externally, and you have a good idea of where your company is positioned in the marketplace and why. You know your company's market strategy. You're clear about its area of excellence and its unique selling position. You know why your company is better than its competitors and how to emphasize your company's strength in any sales situation. You have done a complete market analysis and begun to look at your prospective customers base in terms of maximizing your sales and your income over the months and years ahead. You have applied both the monetary concepts and the farmer concepts to your sales territory, and you are continually thinking about ways to plant and harvest a richer crop from your sales activities. You have identified your goals and objectives for the months and years ahead. You know how much you want to earn, you know how much you will have to sell, and especially you have determined why you want to be successful. You are initially motivated to achieve goals and objectives of your own choosing. You accept complete responsibility for yourself and your results. Finally, you are ready to assemble your strategy and plans. You pull everything we have talked about in this book together into a blueprint that you can follow each day to turn your plans into reality. You are now ready for the final letter in the GOSPA model. Activities. In the coming chapter, you will learn every aspect of the professional selling process and how to incorporate them into your sales work. You will learn how to become one of the most effective and efficient salesperson in your industry. You will learn how to accomplish your goals and objectives with a minimum effort and a maximum personal effectiveness. Okay, so with that, we've come to the end of chapter 3, and I believe the summary we just read now is very, very self-explanatory. At the beginning of the book, it taught us how to own a personal strategic plan. It taught us how to decide upon our values and core values. It taught us how to define them. It taught us that we must have core values, we must have core belief, things we believe in. It taught us how to develop our vision and develop our mission. It also taught us how to set or write down clear personal and business mission statements. Taught us how to write down our goals, put them in a written form. It taught us how to analyze the situation in your personal life, in your company, and as a salesperson, analyze the situation. Look at every aspect of your life as a sales professional, also as an individual. Examine your past, examine your present, your personal life in your company, and as a salesperson, know where you are now, know where you were before, know where you're coming from, know where you are now, know where you want to be in future, either as in your sales career or in your personal life. That's taught us how we can be the best of ourselves, how we can achieve the best even in our personal life and in our business, in our sales career or in our career. It has also taught us how to apply zero-based thinking, that is teaching us how to make clear decisions about people and the situation we find ourselves in, and whatever is going on in our life, in our career, and how to change it and how to start making progresses in those areas we feel that needs improvement and needs progress. It has also taught us how to do self-analysis, that is evaluating yourself, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, knowing where you're strong, knowing where you're weak, know where you want to have to work on, know the important areas that needs require improvement in your life. Is it your appearance? Is it your behavior? That's also how to upskill as in improve on the skills that you already have. If you have a weakness also you think it's important for you to work on that weakness, go ahead and work on it. In your based on your company as a salesperson, it has also taught you how to do complete market analysis, how to talk to your customers, how to gain more customers, how to look at your sales territory as a farmer, where it was talking about cultivating, planting and harvesting and all that, seeding and weeding. So all these are the things that it has taught us. So it has also taught us to how to strategies to go about our personal goals. So at the end here is also telling us what is going to be talking about in the next chapter. It told us what we are going to learn in the next chapter. That is chapter 4. It said the heart of the sale. Say in this chapter you will learn how to become one of the most effective and efficient salesperson in your industry. You will learn how to accomplish your goals and objectives with a minimum of effort and a maximum of personal effectiveness. So we can start applying all these things we've learned from chapter 1 to chapter 2 in our personal life and also in our career. So thank you.
Thank you.